Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start an astrological live stream talking about the new moon in Cardinal water, also known as Cancer, and preparing the full moon in Leo. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Remember to check the LinkTrees in the description down below to check more of mine and my beautiful partner's content as well. And you can contact me for natal chart and tarot readings using the IG, the Discord that are in the Linktree in the description down below, and the email in the description down below as well. So thank you for being here once again. Let's change this world together and let's know more about our internal realm and what is influencing our internal realm so you can know if that choice was your choice or you were lost in another space. Are your visions and your wants and your needs really yours, or somebody else made it those things for you and they just give you those things and you follow according the lines? Remember, it's Aquarius season. It's time to be fixed on your own unique, original way to think, communicate, analyze, associate, and make yourself a part of some real, unique circumstances and structures, physically speaking or mentally speaking. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a tarot card for today. Let's first announce on Discord that we live. We live, baby. Let's go, let's go. So, let's go ahead and take those cards for today's energy. So, the moon is in Gemini, but it will be tomorrow in Cardinal water, aka Cancer. But it's right in Gemini, and the sun in Aquarius, and it was a Mars day in Gemini as well. So, a air trine in the sky, a gift to feel more passionately light, a gift to feel more passionately and frustratedly communicative or associative. And we have the Three of Cups, and my cat is meowing. Let me let her in. Hi, Momo. She's cold. Momo is cold. She's looking for a source of heat. I am a source of heat. Right, Momo? Alright. I think Momo is very good with us over here. Are you, Momo? Yeah. You chilling? Hmm? Good, Momo. Alright, so first card of the day, Three of Cups. That means that today is or was, depending on your time and geographical location, it was all about being aware or creating or completing an emotional, spiritual, internal awareness. Perhaps that's too big, hold on. Alright, we cool. Next card. Completing the storyline. We have Princess of Wands. So that awareness, that emotional, spiritual, internal awareness that is represented by the Three of Cups, will ignite a process in us where we'll be creating a new internal way to deal with our spirituality, our creativity, our feelings, our visions, and imaginations. Alright? A new internal cycle when it comes to your spirituality and creativity. What's wrong, Momo? I have a pillow here for you. So you can see. Momo, Momo, Momo. That's it. Momo in a pillow near the heater and near me. Perfection. Right, Momo? Good girl. Maybe it's too hot in here. I think it's perfect for Momo. I think it's not too hot right now. Let's go for the third card of today. Third and last card of daily energies. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Gemini. A gift to feel more loose, more stretched, more lost, more scattered, even more distant, and even more cold than usual. Because Aquarius is the most attached, the most sentimental and emotional air sign, because it is about fixed energy, it's about accumulation, spending more time in a specific mind state or in a specific idea that in itself, by consequence, develops feelings of care, of maintaining, of wanting to see that thing come true, or want to uphold and maintain something. And that always makes you care more about or grow more attached to that idea, relationship, or just a potential for the future, right? And with Mars today in Gemini, we are very passionate. No, we are very light, very scattered, lost, sharing, and associative with our passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations. So you might be talking too lightly, spreading too much your frustrations, the things that you are angry about, and you might be telling others that you are still not ready for something new. You still have a demon, crab in the bucket type of mentality, for an example, so they can't take you, or they can't help you, or they don't see you as a new thing, or they don't see you as ready to go to a higher stage in life, because you are angry about the wrong things. You might be passionate about the wrong things, and you think it's normal, you think it's okay, you think it's some gossip, but you're just telling others your weaknesses. You're telling others, oh, I'm going to be distracted in that day, so if you want to take advantage of me, it's going to be in that day, or it's going to be in those circumstances. Oh, nice to close out today. The final conclusion, the final stop is Ace of Swords. So a very unique, very powerful, very original, very changing, very new, perhaps rebelling and opposing way. But it's only one. It's very powerful. You only need this one, okay? So don't you get distracted with other ideas. Don't you get distracted with other mind states. You have a very unique, powerful, and useful mind state available to you right now. After you react and respond to those emotional, spiritual awarenesses, after you start to develop new internal lights about yourself, your spirituality, and your creativity, you either going to create, or you're going to realize that you already have this very unique way, very powerful way, getting out of hell way, directly way to think, communicate, and analyze, okay? So, great energies, in my opinion. So far, so good. What you think about it, Momo? Yeah, Momo like these energies as well. She's so soft. Yeah. So, with this out of the way, let's do a astrological reading for Moon in Gemini. Then we're gonna do an astrological reading for Moon in Cardinal Water, which will be tomorrow. And we're gonna see what, or we're gonna review, we're gonna do the tarot reading for the full moon, not today. But today we're gonna give some hints because we are preparing, not right now with the moon in Gemini, we are more releasing, seeing different things to contrast and compare what we have been fixated about. Then once the moon slides into cardinal water, aka Cancer, then we start to prepare for the full moon, because we're going to be developing or reacting to new feelings, new emotions, new purposes, new meanings that we will be fixated, or that others will be fixated because of those things on us on the full moon. So those new feel, because it's not new, most likely it will not be new circumstances, but it will be you reacting in a new way to the circumstance that you was already in, or others that are looking from far away to you and your business, or people that share the space or the business with you, they will start to react and respond, or straight up feel and attract in new ways about you, the business, the ship, relationship, partnership, friendship, or about the goal, the opposition to Cancer. Okay? Because your creativity, your comfort, those are not the goals. Spiritually speaking, they are. You doing that more and more, better and better. But physically speaking, we want to create something that shows us and other spirits that what we are interested into, that our gifts and talents are meaningful, that they are powerful, that they can attract others' attentions as well. And then that's when you create a brand, an image about your product. But making your product is not the goal, right? Imagine a company that makes cars. Making cars is not their goal. Their goal is to sell the cars. You know what I'm saying? An artist, the goal is not to do paintings. The painting is a passion. It's something that the artist is already invested on. Then the goal should be selling the painting, opening a gallery, making a documentary, a movie that can inspire others to be artists, or to inspire others with the vision that led the artist to come up with a specific series of paintings or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, right now, we can do first a numerology reading of everything, and then we go to the moon in Gemini. Moon in Gemini, 19 degrees, okay. So, we still have 22 hours. Oh, I think I'm a bit earlier, because that's almost 24 hours. That's almost 24 hours, so the moon will only go to cardinal water not tomorrow, only on the other day. But hey, we are already here, we are already talking about it, okay? So, moon in Gemini, right? No, first the numerology astro reading. Let's start with a good old sun. Sun in Aquarius, 11 degrees. So you are being fixated with your attentions, wants, actions, and expressions in a very unique way. And you might be fixating on another unique individual, or somebody else is getting fixated on you, they think and they communicate with or about you in a more fixed and unique way because they see you as an individual, or because they see you as having unique associations and doing things differently. Then Mercury, 16 degrees Capricorn, that means that we are separating from old creative process, from old genesis and old generations of thoughts and communications that deal with routine, patterns, limits, stability, and sustainable, practical growth. So, Mercury in Capricorn is already creating new ways to do or to think and communicate about business. But being on the 7 energy, 1 plus 6, 7, it means that you are not only creating new thoughts, you are creating or being aware of new processes to create new generations, new genesis. You know what I'm saying? Or you're looking back, maybe you are not creating those new things right now. Maybe you already created those new thoughts or those new ways to come up with thoughts, and you're looking back at the old spaces and judging those and comparing and contrasting those old spaces, those old genesis with your present genesis. Then Venus 6 degrees Pisces, bringing power, bringing control, bringing authority, and bringing attention to your exalted relationships, your exalted loves, enjoyments, indulgements, to your also to your exaltment or exalted sharing, communicating, connecting of feelings and emotions as well. Mars 10 degrees in Gemini, starting to descend after you ascended, after you went real high and you see the sun in one side and the moon in the other side, you come back to Earth, to a more normal level of awareness, of perspective, but you still have those high views in mind. So now you are working something, you are making sense out of those higher visions about how you are communicating, sharing, associating, and mixing with others in a light and distant way your passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations as well. Then Jupiter is in 6 degrees Aries as well. So it's time to bring, or you are already, or somebody in your surroundings is already doing this to you or to themselves, bringing power, bringing control, bringing authority, and bringing attention to your new spiritual, intense, tough, rashful, perhaps reckless, and very individual experiences, travels, expansions, and ways to obtain and share wisdom and knowledge. Then Saturn 25 degrees Aquarius. We are separating from old ways to see ourselves in a structure, in a system, in an association, in an organization, detaching from old ways to think and communicate about those associations, separating from old ways of judging and thinking what is being talked and thought and achieved and looked as through those associations, and receiving an inspiration, feeling fresher and feeling lighter and feeling open to expand, improve, or get a new form or a literally new association. So either a new form of associating or a new association, literally speaking. But we are evaluating how were we seeing an association, what we thought it was a real, structured and unique association and group, and now we are having new visions, we are having new thoughts about what it means to have an association, about what it means to have the right company, what it means to have a purposeful organization. All right? Then we have Uranus in Taurus, 14 degrees, getting more emotionally connected and emotionally attached to some new, unique circumstances and situations that allows you to be fixed on your own way to gain security, stability, practicality, love, and validation in your life. Neptune in Pisces, 23 degrees, getting more emotionally connected or emotionally attached or emotionally sunk down on your own big ass dreams, illusions, imaginations, fantasies, and subconscious patterns. Pluto, 28 degrees Capricorn, descending from a high place, still with those high visions in mind and making some sense, being more realistic about it when it comes to transformations, power and control issues that you went through by yourself or you were forced to go through those spaces because you or your business or the world were creating new ways to be seen, to be acted, and to be trusted upon. All right? Okay, Momo? So, that was the astrological numerology reading. Let's go for the moon in Gemini right now. So, we already said moon in Gemini, trining the sun in Aquarius, a gift to feel more light or more lost about your fixed, unique actions and associations. Moon in Gemini, misunderstanding, in conjuncting Mercury in Capricorn. So, and this is a bit weird because Mercury rules Gemini. So Mercury is looking at the moon like, you traitor. I thought you were on the same page as me. We were even talking about the same things, but you had different intentions because the moon wants to be light and Mercury wants to be heavy. The moon wants to be far away, disconnected, and detached, aka without commitment, without responsibility. Mercury wants to be a bit far away and a bit detached, emotionally speaking. But in real terms, Mercury wants some commitment, some stability, some proof, some contract. Capricorn is a lot about contracts, you know what I'm saying? So you are misunderstanding the emotions and feelings behind those new ways to think and communicate about practicality and business. All right? So you might be doing the right thing in your business, but you or others around you that might communicate to you a certain feeling or a certain idea or a certain emotion that makes you feel a certain way. Oh, I'm doing too much this, I'm doing too less of that, but it's just a misunderstanding. The important point is you and others are communicating about it. You and others are reacting and responding to those new mentalities. That's the important part. You know what I'm saying? Because even earth signs, it's all about communication. Taurus, ruled by Venus, that also rules Libra. Boom, communication. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, that also rules Aquarius. Boom, communication. Virgo, ruled by Mercury, that also rules Gemini. Boom, communication. But in a more private way, in a more strategic way. Air signs talk too much. Earth signs talk when they have to, about what they have to talk. Alright? Moon in Gemini, squaring Venus and Pisces, learning how to feel more light, learning how to not connect so much, learning how to still be connective without being attached, learning how to still be connected without overindulging in your love, enjoyment, and relationships, and also on the other side, learning how to love learning how to commit, learning how to stay even when things are weird, even when things are chaotic, even when things are messy and don't make sense. The relationship, the spiritual ship, or just that person, or what they have in their mind is more worthy than feeling organized, feeling clear, feeling that you know the answers about some spiritual stuff. So, it's learning from both sides, learning how to not react so much, learning how to not mix and mingle so much, but also learn how to commit, learn how to love as well. You know what I'm saying? But also, on the Venus side, it's learning how to love as well. It's not just Pisces teaching Gemini a lesson. No, it's also Gemini teaching Pisces a lesson, being like, Pisces, you love too much. Okay? You are seeing things that don't exist too much. And Pisces be like, yes, Gemini, but you are not feeling enough. You are not connecting enough. And both be like, you know what? You're right. Let's balance each other. Then, Moon in Gemini, conjuncting Mars, feeling way more attached, feeling more personally attached as well, feeling more close, more connected, reacting and responding to yours and others' logical and cold ways to connect and communicate about yours and others' also passions, motivations, angers and frustrations and deep desires. So, imagine you have this favorite artist or just an artist that you relate. If somebody talks bad about that artist, today you might get a bit offended because the art of that artist is their passion. And because you like it and the moon is conjuncting Mars, you might feel personally connected to the passion that that artist shows towards their art because you see it in that way, right? So when somebody says something bad about it, you might take it like, oh, so first it might be very pure and you just reacting like protecting the artist. Or you might be protecting yourself and you might be like, so if you're talking bad about that artist and you know that I like that artist, you might be talking bad about my taste. And it might not even be close to that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your heads up. Keep your heads up. Real, don't look down. Don't look too much into the ground. Keep your heads up. Straight ahead. Moon in Gemini, sextiling Jupiter in Aries, an opportunity to easen up, to lighten up, to stretch, to wisen up, and to communicate in a logical, rational, relatable, understandable, and mid-term way, okay? Your new, passionate, aggressive, tough, alone, and perhaps reckless experiences, travels, and ways to obtain and share wisdom and knowledge. So you might have a very intense experience, you might have a very creative idea, and you have the opportunity to feel like you can communicate that in a logical way. Or you might be like very passionate, but you can't communicate that very well. But the other person receiving the communication, they feel your passion and they can make sense, and they see your passion is so clear in the esoteric realm that they can get the right words, they can get the right systems and semantics to explain even perhaps to you, because you might not be clear about that idea, you might not be clear about that passion and motivation, and you might be talking with your friend air sign, right? But your passion, your new experiences, your testimonies are so unique and individual and charged up that they can see it. And then through Moon in Gemini conjuncting Mars as well, right? They can put that all into the right words and make everything more smooth and understandable. Moon in Gemini, trining as well Saturn in Aquarius. An opportunity to feel lighter, to feel more free, to feel more fresh, to have more room to breathe, but also the opportunity to get lost, to get mixed and mingle, and to have an identity crisis about real circumstances, about real and unique structure, systems, and organizations. So you might be trying to build something like I'm trying to build, no, I'm building this YouTube channel, which is about it's a great example because it's about communicating, about sharing new ideas, about sharing my own fixed way of thinking and communicating. So I might feel, especially because the moon is conjuncting Mars as well, I might feel more light and motivated. But I also might feel more motivated and more distracted about the routine, about the process. I might not apply certain limits and boundaries that would help me reach my goals because I was too distracted, I was too loose. But being too loose, being too wide can allow me to see new elements, to see new perspectives, to upgrade and improve the process, the construction, the building. You know what I'm saying? Hi Steven, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? How are you reacting to this moon in Gemini, training the Sun and Saturn in Aquarius? Then, moon in Gemini, fatal attracting Uranus and Taurus, feeling more light, feeling more talkative, communicative, and perhaps more smarter than you are about new and unique fixed circumstances, fixed situations that allow you to have a fixed income of stability, practicality, love, and validation, and also privacy and security, very important for those Taurus alignments. Moon in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces, learning how to process your subconscious realm, your fantasies, dreams, and illusions in a more logical and realistic way. Moon in Gemini, misunderstanding, in conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn, feeling too light when you should not be feeling too light, or feeling too heavy and damaged when you shouldn't be feeling too heavy and damaged about deep transformations when you were forced to create new ways to have security and stability in your life. So that was the moon in Gemini. Now we're gonna slide to moon in Cardinal water, which is going to be not tomorrow. It will be a little bit tomorrow, but a few hours tomorrow, but tomorrow and on Thursday as well. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so with the moon in Cancer and the sun being in Aquarius, we can misunderstand the new purposes, the new meanings, and the new emotional states behind ours and the world's fixed actions, fixed worldviews, fixed expressions, and fixed wants, okay? Because they might be about the same thing, they might be about growing, they might be about expansion, they might be about spirituality, they might be about new and unique things, but the purpose of Cancer is to refresh the home, is to maintain a sense of privacy and security. Aquarius is to stir up the waters, is to break the home so you can feel free or you can construct a better home. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in the midst of those misunderstandings, in the midst of those clashes, you can see the same thing in different perspectives, in different angles, and that might inspire you or motivate you or giving you some giving you some clarity or confirmation. I had a in conjunction in my brain over there. So let's go into it. Moon in Cardinal Water will be opposing Mercury in Capricorn, so your feelings and your emotions will not be in a, or no, your mind will not be in a comfortable space. Your feelings and emotions will be opposing your mind. Your feelings and emotions will be opposing your logicality, your rationality, not your, but our rationality, okay? Because people gonna be thinking and communicating about business, about goal, about the matter, about the contract, about the situation, and you are going to be reacting and responding to the purpose. Why? Why we doing that though? There is no purpose in that. They be like, bro, but you can profit 50%. And you be like, but there is no purpose in sacrificing my spiritual space, my spiritual substance in order to get those 50%. But it's 50%, bro. So it's going to be those type of things, you know what I'm saying? Then Moon in Cardinal Water will be trining Venus in Pisces. So a gift to initiate new visions, new reactions, new attractions, and new states of privacy and stability behind your relationships, behind your dreams and illusions, behind your indulgence. So you might create a new reason to start or continue overindulging. Be very aware with that, okay? Moon in Cardinal Water, that is going to be fatal attracting Mars in Gemini, feeling more emotional, feeling more creative, feeling more initiative, feeling more internal and sensitive about your passions, motivations, anger, frustrations, and deep desires. Steven is saying, hi So I have been thinking a lot about building businesses. I know what I like to do and I'm happy doing them, but I always consider what do I have to sacrifice and or do differently to make some cash. It's all about appearance. It's all because if you already have something going on, because one thing is starting the business, the other thing is making it more profitable. So starting the business, it's all about the process, the product, your routine, how you do it. Because like you can make wine, I can make wine, but my wine is made in this way. Your wine is made in that way. So they'll have different values. They'll have different buyers, right? And it's all about, when starting, it's all about the intention, right? But when you already have the business and you wanted to make it more profitable, it's all about image. It's all about making others care, interested, or comfortable, okay, about your business and you. Because like if it's about finance, if it's about investing, it's not really about you. Only when you reach higher echelons of society and people look at you like Elon Musk, oh, he owns Tesla, you know. But usually when it's about investing, it's not really about you. But if it is about you, you have to make others familiar to you. You have to make others familiar with your business. You have to make others interested in your business. And then there is a very, very not hard, but also not easy to manage scale, which is making it more accessible to watch without sacrificing your uniqueness and individuality. And happens every day on YouTube. Somebody starts to get more successful on YouTube and they start to do more generic thumbnails. They start to do more generic intros. They start to do shorter videos and cut some part that is really showing the uniqueness and individuality. So it's all about that balance. But when it's about to make your business make more money, it's not really about sacrificing. It's not really about uh, I'm doing too much, or I'm being too much this, or I'm being too much that. You are just being not enough active in showing others. You're not being enough active in throwing your fishing pole. You're not, or not enough, or not in the right way. Or you yourself don't see your business in the right way. You yourself don't really see others connecting with your business. It's all about that. Shout out to Daria for her video. Consistent income requires consistent output. That's true. Go check her video and go subscribe to her right now. And we were Moon in Cardinal Water, Fatal attracting Mars in Gemini. That's true. Moon in Cardinal Water squaring Jupiter in Aries, learning how to feel a bit less, learning how to create an image, learning how to create something valuable, spiritually speaking, out of your new, intense, and unique experiences, travels, expansions, and ways to obtain and share wisdom and knowledge. And on the other side, learning how to be more private, learning how to select what to express, to whom express, learning how much to be and not to be open in those new unique experiences. Moon in Cardinal Water, misunderstanding, in conjuncting Saturn in Aquarius, misunderstanding the reasonings, the meanings, the purposes, and the new emotions, feelings, and moods behind yours and the world's fixed, unique, original, logical organizations, structures, limits, boundaries, and real situations, or just misunderstanding the world in general. Because there is a reason why the tarot card for Saturn is the world. Because Saturn, or we created this world, and many worlds, perhaps, it depends on your personal travel, using things that we call Saturn. Because Saturn is not really a thing. When we call Saturn in the sky, that's just a group of spirits that are doing things in a very specific way that we call Saturn. And that big mass, group, organization of spirits, it's so big that it influences us. So Saturn and Venus, it's a way of doing things. It's a way of looking and seeing yourself and life. So Saturn is about limits, boundaries. And many people say that Saturn is about sacrifices and restrictions. But it is, but at the same time it's not. Because imagine you have like this rubber ball or this rubber object. When you squeeze one part, the other parts grow and expand. So Saturn is all about that. It's all about, oh, I limit here to expand there. It's not just, oh, I have to stop doing this and that's it. No, that will lead you nowhere. It's like, it's not even about stopping. It's about, let me regulate. Where is Saturn exalted? Libra. So it's really saying that we are still learning how to use and see Saturn in the right way, because or in a more balanced way, because it's really not about restriction in that way. It's more about tricking the universe. Like, I will sacrifice this, which I really don't care, to expand that, or I will sacrifice a little bit of this to expand that. It's not that, it's not that, whoa, I have to sacrifice this whole part of my life. It's not really about that. And what I'm saying? But Moon in Gemini, Moon in Cardinal Water will be sextiling Uranus and Taurus, an opportunity to create new scenarios and feelings of comfort, potential, connection, and attachment to the unique, original, fixed, real situations that allow you to have a fixed way to receive and maintain stability, security, privacy, love, and validation in your life. Moon in Cardinal Water will be trining Neptune in Pisces, a gift to initiate new dreams, new illusions, new fantasies, new lost trips, or a gift to initiate, to heal, to bring up to your conscious or awareness some deep subconscious patterns. One example of that, generational curses. Lastly, but not least, Moon in Cardinal Water will be opposing Pluto, feeling like it's too much, feeling like it has no purpose, feeling tilted, and feeling like rage quit, like toxic, all that the world is too toxic, and you just need to go through that transformation. Or it's not even the reaction, it's not towards the transformation, or it's not towards the end result, it's towards the process, it's towards how you're feeling at the moment. Because you might even like know that you are going through the transformation and that will be healthy to you, but there is something really stubborn on cancers. Don't you guys forget about that. There is something stubborn where they might know the right thing, but they don't feel like it is the right thing. So they still might create some opposition. They still might create some weird mood. You know what? Just because they have that energy of creating new emotions, creating new feelings. And if I don't feel good, if I don't feel 100% good, let me change this up. Let me move these waters. And that's where Aquarius and Cardinal Water come close together, because they both stir up the waters. They both move waters. Aquarius, water bearer. Cardinal water initiating, creating new waters or new movements. What is the symbol for Aquarius? Waves, water bearer. So Aquarius and Cardinal water share that aspect, moving the water, directing the water, creating cycles, maintaining cycles of water, of fluid, of spirits in those fluids. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be everything for today. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope it was informative, and I hope it was fun. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, you can ask for natal chart readings or tarot readings with me using the link tree in my description to reach the IG and to reach the Discord, or using the email in the description down below. Go and also check Daria's link tree, is in the description down below as well. And drop the like button, help change the world, help grow this world into a more free, more creative, less restricted, less away from common sense type of stuff. Because the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. So thank you very much, Steven, for watching. Thank you very much, everybody that was watching right now. Until the next time, it's the Cloud Surfer surfing out. It was a pleasure, and I see you.